Take my advice, your kids will flip for double D-O-O zip. I say double do fun. Two toys in one.
Hey, who got the hole in my ticket?
I did. I wanted the Pepsi Double Take coupon. It saved us 50 cents on 2 liters.
I love it when you save us money.
Oh, stop it. Here, take these.
Oh, I get it. Double take, right?
Right.
What are you doing now?
Mailing 2 proofs of purchase to Pepsi Cola for a free 2-liter.
A free 2-liter of Pepsi? Mm-hmm. Get out of town.
No, I'm serious. Now stick out your tongue. Thanks.
Save now during Pepsi Double Take Days at Pathmark. Look for this ad in your paper.
Terrorism. Is Philadelphia on the list? Join Rob Jennings for an Action News special report, Target for Terrorism, beginning Tuesday night at 11, only on Action News. Wheel of Fortune, 7:30 tonight.
My instinct tells me this is going to turn into an international incident. Now, is Henderson available to go over? Well, yank him off that. I know, this is much too important. Now, put him on the next plane. His experience is invaluable. Right. Okay. Okay, thanks. Spying on the young editor-in-chief?
Comparing him to the brash young man who used to argue with Joe.
Who won all those fights? I don't remember.
I think it was about 50-50.
So, did you feel itchy to get back to work when you walked into the office?
Partially. But I am quite convinced that the paper is in excellent, more mature brash hands.
Well, now you didn't come all this way just to compliment me, did you?
No, Richard, I didn't. I was thinking about our earlier arguments over Tina, and it is starting to concern me that she's driving a wedge between us when we used to be so close.
Tina's not causing the wedge, Vicky. Circumstances and opinions are.
Nonetheless, I see something of a replay going on here, and it troubles me.
So, you're here to lecture me about Tina?
No, Richard, I came here to point out to you that every member of this family who has come to befriend Tina has come to regret it. And I would hate for that to happen to you. And even more, I would hate to see you alienated from the rest of us.
My problems are solved, Tina?
Yes, Wanda, they certainly are. I cannot believe how lucky you are, or how lucky I am. In fact, you can just rip the sign right up.
Which sign? The sign of the 2 eggs breakfast special or the soup du jour sign?
The sign that says cashier wanted. Really, Wanda. Now, you may not believe this about me. I mean, a lot of people probably wouldn't, but at one time, I had a job at a bowling alley.
Tina, I don't win balls or shoes here.
No. I worked behind the counter. I made sodas and things. And I also worked the cash register.
What's going on in there? What do they want with Jenny?
She's just having a talk to Monica.
Who the hell is Monica?
You'll find it out in due time.
Why can't you tell me now?
Because I don't choose to. You creep. Slow down. You'll live longer.
You mean you want David and me to willingly defect?
That's right. No more hiding. No more running. Think of it.
Oh, a little public relations coup. That's what you mean, isn't it? I mean, maybe David and I would hold a press conference, happy and smiling, of course, and explain to the world why we've decided to choose the Eastern Bloc as our home.
You're every bit as intelligent as I was led to believe. That's exactly what we want.
Well, you aren't intelligent at all, or you would know that David and I would choose death rather than mouthing lies that we don't believe.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Here in Hidden Valley, there's so much good food, it's not easy to count calories.
The usual?
Yeah.
Oh,
I shouldn't.
Ah, but Sue Ann Tyler's in for a special treat. Salad topped with that luscious, reduced-calorie dressing from Hidden Valley Ranch. Thick and creamy, but only 35 calories a tablespoon.
Well, it's the next best thing to hot fudge.
Just 35 calories, but it tastes like a million, and the reason's clear. All the goodness of Hidden Valley Ranch is here.
And neat bikini line hair remover kit.
What's that?
Oatmeal, it's good for you.
Well, Ma, if you don't mind, I'd rather have my Rice Krispies.
Oh? They didn't teach you about vitamins in medical school?
Ma.
You were absent when they talked about nourishing foods like good old-fashioned oatmeal.
Mother, Kellogg's Rice Krispies is higher in iron and 8 vitamins than your oatmeal. But if you prefer a second opinion...
Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies.
What could be more appealing than free bananas? Look for the coupon on Rice Krispies.
Dole fruit and juice bars aren't just for fun, they're for real.
Well, it's real, real fruit, and it's real, real juice, and it's real, real cool. Dole fruit juice bar. What a refreshing way to eat fruit. Juice bar. Moms like it, dads like it, kids like it, and who like it. What a refreshing way to eat fruit. Juice bar.
You are saying you want the cashier's job?
Yes, that's right. And I'll work whatever hours you want me to. I'll work morning, noon, night. I'll even work back here. I'm not very good cook, but I'll try.
Tina, you are not working here.
Why?
Why? You want to know why? I could give you 250 reasons why.
Look, Wanda, I gave Vicky and Clint back land fare. I'm not even staying there as long as the judge says I can, all right? I have lost everything. Don't you think that's punishment enough?
Apparently not.
I can't believe you are being this unfair.
Oh, you want fair? You...
Look, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Just a little, little verbal indigestion. Excuse me. Wanda! Don't believe this. Oh. Would you mind your own business? Wanda, look, I just want to pay for rent and everything. Won't you give me a chance?
No.
Wanda?
Oh.
How is my enchantress this afternoon?
Oh, I'm much better now that you're here. Are you here for lunch?
Yes, that and to make sure that you haven't forgotten about this evening.
Oh, no. 7 o'clock sharp. I'll be ready with rings on my fingers and bells on my toes.
We are going to a play, n'est-ce pas? What about bells?
I'm sorry. That's a long English nursery rhyme.
Excuse me, I'm still waiting here for my bowl of soup.
Oh, yes. Excuse me. I'm terribly sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, Miss Lord, how are you?
Desperate, John.
What else?
Oh, I don't know. Room and board. Wanda, won't you please just rethink this, please?
Will you stop pushing me? The answer is still no if you badger me for the next 6 weeks.
What is the problem?
Wanda says she needs a cashier. I offered to take the job, and she won't give it to me.
Well, probably she needs somebody with more experience.
Who is less trouble? Someone that I can trust.
Wanda, chérie, Tina was a good friend to Pamela. I've seen her loyalty. Now she's very out and down.
Yes.
Perhaps some good old-fashioned charity would be appropriate in a situation like this.
Wanda, please, I don't even know where my next meal is coming from. I really need this job. Now, will you please give me a chance?
Vicky, I think I've done a damned good job of staying close to you, while at the same time befriending Tina. In fact, I've tried to make both of you understand.
I know, your heart is in the right place, Richard. You see a problem, you want to solve it. You even think it can be solved.
If both sides are willing to make compromises. Now, that's all I'm preaching. To you and to her. In fact, Tina listened to me about not hanging around Landfair for the full 30 days, didn't she? But you didn't listen when I asked that you let her stay at the carriage house. Don't you see? She's so needy, Vicky.
Oh, Richard. You sound exactly like I did when she first came back to town, and I was desperately trying to convince Clint that all she really needed was a little love and some semblance of family. Richard, you've known me too long to think that I gave up so easily on that girl. Please, bitter lesson after bitter lesson has forced me to take this stand.
Fine, but don't force me to choose between you.
I see. I guess we've been skirting this for quite a while, haven't we?
I didn't mean that I would choose Tina. I just don't want people telling me what to do with my life.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Richard. I did not come here to cause problems. I came here to help.
And that's what I'm trying to do. Help a damsel in distress.
Is Tina a damsel in distress, Richard? Like Becky Lee? No, darling. Becky Lee was an innocent. Tina is not.
You're wrong, Vicky. No, I know a side of Tina that you don't. There is an innocence there. I've seen it. And there's also a kid that believes that she has a right to certain things. And I admit that she throws tantrums when she doesn't get them. But there's no evil propelling her.
Come on, the labels don't really matter, Richard. The end result is what matters. And with her, the end result is always the same. It is misery for herself and for everybody around her. Oh, Richard, are you falling for her? Is that a part of this?
I'm attracted to her. But it may surprise you to know that she has made it very clear that she wants no sexual involvement with me. Now, she's had a history of disastrous relationships, and she's aware of that, so she wants me to remain a friend. By the way, were you aware that she risked her life to help an abused wife who wrote in the newspaper? Now, she had nothing to gain by that. I mean, she didn't make any money off of it. She didn't get any publicity. She did it because of her compassion. Now, that's the side of Tina that you know nothing about.
Well, Richard, the side that I do know about is the one that manipulates and connives and deceives. And that is the one that I have come here to warn you about.
Dirk, leave us alone, won't you? Jenny and I need a woman-to-woman talk. Don't waste your time.
I have to go to town anyway. Do you want this?
No, I don't need it. We have enough guards at the door. Besides, I don't think Jenny would do anything to endanger her husband. May I offer you a glass of wine?
Oh. Oh, did you read in my dossier that I lose it after a couple of drinks?
I'm just trying to be friendly, Jenny.
You are not my friend, or you will never be my friend. So let's just cut the pretense. Monica, you are here obviously to appeal to my emotions. Is that right? You're trying to reach me through a common ground of our femininity.
I once had a great love. I too am a mother. Certainly that gives us some common ground. So why don't we try to discuss this situation from our experience?
What does one thing have to do with the other?
Everything. You can't make me believe that you're happy running around with assumed names in strange towns. Making no friends, hiding out. Your husband, he has his piano. Music. He composes. While he spends hours at his work, I can just imagine you spending hours thinking about your family, home, your friends, a little girl named Mary. You find that fulfilling? Is loving David enough to really justify the enormous loss you've had to endure? There is an alternative, Jenny. And it's not as compromising as you might think. All we ask is that you just look at our proposal and consider it. In just a very short bit of time, you could probably put together a whole new life for yourself, very similar to the one you left behind.
There's enough tension just getting around the city and dealing with the traffic to cause quite a headache. Ask Linda Ferguson.
It's
painful headache that's in the shoulders and the neck. I need something strong. I need something to be able to take it away.
What she took was extra-strength Tylenol caplets. Last year, hospitals dispensed Tylenol 10 times more than the next 4 brands combined. Let's see how Tylenol worked.
I feel great. I don't know where the headache is. It's not here. I didn't have any trouble at all taking the caplets. They went down very smoothly. It just feels great.
If Tylenol worked for Linda Ferguson, and it's the pain reliever hospitals use most, shouldn't you use Tylenol too? Tylenol, the pain reliever hospitals use most.
Bad news at the dentist. Our back teeth aren't clean enough. That's why we use the Reach toothbrush.
Reach is angled to clean even back teeth. Cleans 51% cleaner than the next 2 leading brushes.
Reach from Johnson & Johnson. Get 51% cleaner teeth.
Now, perfect polished nails in seconds. Lee press-on nails in fashion colors. Press-on color, no messy polish. Press-on color, no drying time. Press-on color, no chipping ever. Lee press-on nails in fashion colors. Everything you need for longer, polished nails. Lee Super Stick tabs and 20 Lee press-on nails in a variety of sizes. Available in a rainbow array of today's popular colors. So press on. Lee press-on nails now in fashion colors.
Are you sure this is the place?
You girls from out of town.
Does it show? Marjorie.
How about a nice cold frosty one?
We're watching our weight, thanks.
3 sugar-free A&Ws.
Root beer?
It's got that rich, creamy, frosty mug taste. But only 1 calorie.
Buy yourself a frosty one. Sugar-free A&W. You from out of town?
Well, I'm glad to see that at least you're willing to listen.
Well, why shouldn't I? Obviously, you know I'm not cut out for a life on the run. But I have never, and I will never regret my choice.
Due to love. Yes, I remember. I once made a decision about love, too. I stopped a flourishing acting career for love. Love of a man. Love of his party. I hear the echoes once in a while of the applause, but I had no regrets.
Oh, spare me. Why don't you get to the specifics of this lifestyle you're proposing?
You would be given a wonderful house. You could decorate it any way you'd see fit because it would be yours. You could adopt children. You could become a nurse again. And we'd welcome your experience.
And what would David be doing while I was playing the part of the loving and working mother and wife?
Well, he could be composing and recording his compositions. We could make them available to the world. And he could conduct our very famous state orchestra.
Well, this seems ideal, Monica. Thank you so much, really. But there must be some catch to it. I mean, we would be watched and guarded all the time, wouldn't we?
Certainly. You and David have been very good at eluding us. We would be foolish to try and trust you now, but the time may come.
Okay. Okay, say in, let's say 5 years from now. What if David and I got tired of this lifestyle that you've given us? What would happen then? Would we be able to travel? Would we be able to go to another country?
I'm afraid not.
So we would be your prisoners forever.
Jenny, this is a deal, not a gift. All we ask is that you publicly embrace our political system and then live in it.
All you ask? Has it ever occurred to you that if people were happy in this system of yours, that you would not need this outrageous propaganda?
You think everybody is slaves. I mean, you yourself have been so perfectly indoctrinated. You just don't realize it. But you'll learn. And you'll come to enjoy the boundaries that we've set.
And what happens if after David and I discuss this, we decide not to go along?
That would be a very unfortunate decision indeed. I suggest you go back with your husband and that the both of you think this over. Give yourselves the opportunity to really explore it. Put away your rage and your anger at being trapped, your ideas of freedom, and give this some serious consideration.
I spoke to a friend of mine in Vienna. It seems he's crossed paths with your friends.
Jenny and Brad?
Yes, yes.
Well, how did he know to tell you about them?
Well, I told him I was staying in Lambview and staying here at the Vernon Inn. And what a coincidence it was, since I'd met the Vernons, not to mention their beautiful and charming friend, Cassie.
When did he say that he saw them?
I can't remember. He said a few weeks ago. You see, he deals in rare musical mementos. And Brad Vernon was buying a signed Strauss piece, which is worth quite a bit of money. I assume your friend is an avid classical music lover.
So he only saw them a few weeks ago.
Yes? You seem troubled by that, Cassie.
No. No, I'm just curious, that's all. So how long did you say that you would be staying in the States?
Dr. Janice?
Yes. Miss DeLacan?
Yes, thank you so much for meeting me.
Well, I got the impression I didn't have much choice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pressure you.
I'm simply tired of the subject, and don't know why it's come up again. Shall we sit and get this over with?
Yes, of course. Do you care for a cup of coffee?
No, nothing, thank you. Now, what is it that you want to know about Gloria Alexander's death? And before you start probing, did you read my report? And the coroner's report, not to mention the police report?
Yes, sir, I did indeed.
Then what on earth do you expect me to add to all of that?
Well, Gloria Alexander's death was under questionable circumstance.
I'm fully aware of that. But the police couldn't prove anything then. Why should the DA's office be able to prove anything now?
Well, there's been a recent development that has been brought to our attention. Now, just try to remember the night that they brought her into the hospital. Who brought her in?
It was an ambulance crew. A witness to the hit and run called the police, and the police in turn called the hospital.
Was she alone?
Yes.
Which next of kin was notified?
I don't remember.
Were there any friends who showed up at the hospital?
Mr. Lakean, you really should be asking these questions of the admitting office. I was very busy at the time in the operating room, desperately trying to save her life.
Yes, internal bleeding. But now, was there anybody in the waiting room that you spoke to?
You know, I really feel like I'm on trial here, being interrogated.
I'm sorry, it's just my manner. Sometimes I forget I'm not in the courtroom. But what about my question?
It was a long time ago. Do you know how many waiting rooms I have entered to talk to relatives and friends?
Specifically, Dr. Janice, was Pete O'Neill in the hospital the night that Gloria Alexander died?
Yes, you can send your contributions to 1533 Halstead Avenue. And if you have any spare time, we could certainly use the volunteers around here. Great. Thank you. Bye-bye. Another enthusiastic voter willing to part with $50 just to elect you, sir.
Terrific. Did he say why?
She said it was because you had guts defending Tina in my father's case and Clint in Dr. Polk's case.
Uh-huh. You know, it's funny. At the time, I didn't even know I'd be running for DA. Listen, do you want to listen to that speech I've written for that 30-second spot we're going to shoot?
You got it. I'll just sit here and be impartial.
Terrific.
Hi.
Hello.
How you doing? We have a lot of volunteers that are out circulating flyers right now, which you could do if you want. Is Chip one of the volunteers?
I haven't seen him, no.
He hasn't called. Great.
Not by the sound of your voice, it's not.
Well, you guys have it. It's over between us. When did this happen? It's happening right now, right in front of you. I told him if he wasn't here this morning, then it was over between us. He's not here, and that's it.
Wait a second. Why am I the reason that you two are breaking up?
Well, Pete, it's the same reason as last night. He's so busy being a big rock and roll star that he doesn't have time to think of anything else. I told him if he wants to care about me, he's got to care about my family, too. You know where he is this morning? He's at Elmo's, writing new songs and dabbling in the equipment, you know? I tell you, that's his life now. Rock and roll.
Are you by chance looking for a reason to end this thing with him?
Dee Dee, of course not. I'm in love with him.
Well, then can you be fair to him? He couldn't make it this morning. Maybe he could make it this afternoon.
How about we're reversing that. He could come here this morning, and he could do whatever he had to do in the afternoon. I'm trying to see something more in him than his ego. Where's the flyers, the buttons? Where do you want me to be?
Well, I'm not sure I want you out on the street corner at this moment extolling my virtues in this mood. I think the best thing is you stuff a few envelopes and you listen to the speech that I'm going to give the TV spot.
I'll try to listen, but I don't know if I can.
Oh, how about some good news?
Ah, there is some.
Yes, Uncle Pete won Vicky and Clint's case, and Miss Tina is out on the streets.
That's good. That is really good, Pete. Did you ever think of running for district attorney?
No, Vicky, I'm glad that we had a chance to talk. Now, if we can just keep communicating, I don't see why we can't stay close. Excuse me.
Why don't I just get out of your way?
Oh, no, just hold on a minute. Yes? Thanks, I'll take it. It's Tina. Hello, Tina.
Hi, Richard. I heard Vicky was visiting you. Is she still there?
Yes, she is. Hold on. It's Tina. She wants to speak to you.
What could she want?
Well, there's one way to find out.
Yes, Tina.
Yes, Vicky, could you please meet me at Wanda's diner?
What for?
I have something very important to give you.
Ray, I can't trust you.
Hey!
You bought the wrong vitamin. We need to eat right and take Geritol Complete. 28 vitamins and minerals. More than any leading brand. With Geritol's iron protection. For Geritol Complete Protection.
You'll be sorry in the morning.
I'm sorry now. I can't sleep.
Take Salmon X2 with a non-prescription sleep ingredient most preferred by doctors. Helps you fall asleep 38% faster than without it.
Salmon X2. Sleep on it.
Millions have seen the Topol Smoker's Handkerchief Test. After seeing how tobacco stains and nicotine discolors their teeth, millions switched to Topol Smoker's Tooth Polish. They saw how Topol with fluoride safely removes newly deposited tobacco particles and how regular brushing with Topol helps clean away built-up stains. So teeth become cleaner and whiter. Keep Topol on your toothbrush twice a day, every day, and you can keep your handkerchief in your pocket. Topol, the only toothpaste a smoker needs.
In the likely event that you do not share your child's taste in goodies, we bring you Chiquita fruit and juice pops. All natural, only 50 calories, with the sort of fresh fruit and juice only Chiquita could offer. Chiquita pops. Goodies have grown up, even if all goodie eaters haven't.
How American nuclear power plants rehearse for disaster. Watch ABC's World News tonight.
I don't remember, Mr. Leakey.
I find that very hard to believe, Dr. Jamis. Pete O'Neill has notoriety in this town, especially now running for DA.
You know, you must think that doctors have remarkable memories for faces as well as for medical facts. Well, maybe some of them do, but I don't.
Oh, so you're going to go on record saying that Pete O'Neill was not at the hospital the night Gloria Alexander died?
I am not going on record about anything. As far as I know, I haven't been subpoenaed. I haven't even been asked if I was willing to submit testimony. Where do you get off with all of this?
Pardon my choice of words, but how about off the record?
I do not recall who was or who was not in the waiting room the night she died. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot of calls to make, and I have patients to attend to, but for the record, I really resent this intrusion and waste of my time.
Say, have you discovered the new Mexican restaurant over on DeSoto Street?
No, I haven't.
Well, maybe I could introduce it to you. Soon, perhaps tonight.
Thanks, Craig, but no.
Tomorrow? All right, Cassie, have I been insinuating myself into your life? I mean, you are very attractive, but I haven't made a pass or anything.
No, you're very sweet. I don't want you to take my attitude personally or anything like that.
How else can I take it? I thought we were becoming friends, but if you have an abundance of friends, then don't need...
No, that's not it either. I just have a lot on my mind lately, that's all.
Well, that's been obvious to me. But you seem so reluctant to admit it. Look, you'll probably turn me down about this, but if you ever need somebody to talk to, I'm here.
I guess I have been concerned about Brad and Jenny.
Oh, really? Have you learned some distressing news about them?
No, that's the point. I haven't heard anything at all. In fact, I went to Vienna a couple of days ago, and I tried to visit them.
And?
Nobody was there. I mean, I went into the house, and the door was unlocked, and I thought maybe they went away and they would come back soon, but they never came back.
And do you find that cause for trouble?
Well, wouldn't you?
Well, I suppose so, except that if they were in real trouble, why wouldn't they contact their friends and family here?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I'm just overreacting or something.
Look, Cassie, why don't I call my friend in Vienna? Who knows? Maybe during the sale of the music, there was some chit-chat about their plans.
Yeah, maybe. You wouldn't mind doing that?
Oh, Cassie, it would be my pleasure.
Thank you. I'm sorry that I've been so difficult lately. It's just, you're a great friend.
And then when I told him that we might not go along with them, well, that was the end of it.
Perfectly reasonable proposition. Believe me, the majority of people faced with it would go along in a New York minute.
You mean you want to?
Oh, come on. Be a centerpiece in their propaganda war, to live in a glass prison for the rest of our lives? Damn it! If it weren't for my fame, they wouldn't even bother.
David, please.
Listen, I created this conflict for myself years ago, but you're innocent. There's just no damn fairness in it.
Well, this is not the time to talk about fairness. We have to talk about what options we have. What do we tell them? Do we just go along and pretend and then try to get word to the outside?
No. No, they got us. They got us good. As far as I can see, we've got one option.
What?
Dirk, open up. I want to talk to you.
David, what are you doing?
Hi, Wanda.
How are you? I'll be right with you, okay?
Tina called and said that she was here.
Yes, she is. She's there. She'll be right out. She will.
Richard, I know I shouldn't have come here.
Now, Vicki, if this is some kind of a ploy, I will back you up 100%, I promise.
Oh, I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
No problem.
Yeah, let me see. It's, $5.75. So, that means your change is, $4.25.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come again.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
What butter brings to everything is gold. What butter brings
is dairy fresh milk. Unlike margarine, which is mostly hydrogenated oil and water. That's why butter brings an aroma and a taste like no margarine can.
What butter brings to everything is gold.
Now, perfect polished nails in seconds. Lee press-on nails in fashion colors. Press-on color, no messy polish. Press-on color, no drying time. Press-on color, no chipping ever. Lee press-on nails in fashion colors. Everything you need for longer, polished nails. Lee Super Stick tabs and 20 Lee press-on nails in a variety of sizes. Available in a rainbow array of today's popular colors. So press on. Lee press-on nails now in fashion colors.
With Finesse Conditioner, beautiful hair is just a matter of time. Sometimes you need a little finesse. Sometimes you need a lot. Finesse, it's the oil-free conditioner you control with time. A few seconds for light conditioning, a few minutes for deep conditioning. The longer you leave it on, the more it conditions. Sometimes you need a little finesse. Sometimes you need a lot Finesse. And now for extra protection for overstyled hair, try new Finesse NutriCare formulas.
Florida.
Tomorrow we'll be in colonial Williamsburg.
We'll also visit Alaska and the beautiful Caribbean.
Summer vacations tomorrow on Good Morning America.
Something's drawing interest at First Pennsylvania Bank. Something that makes a great gift.
AT&T long-distance gift certificates, please.
For those special days.
It's for Joey's graduation.
You'll be giving warm conversations to the ones you love.
It's for Pops.
A gift that draws everyone's interest.
For our Mom.
And really pays off.
Mom, you'll never guess what the twins gave me.
AT&T long-distance gift certificates. Pick them up at First Pennsylvania Bank. AT&T, the right choice.
Break open the bread savers and share them with someone near. Break open the bread savers for bread that says come over here.
Try Bread Savers, the blue in the middle breath mint. Every flavor, sugar-free.
It's a cool, fresh taste you can't resist. Share that sparkle, share that kiss. Break open the bread savers.
They're sugar-free.
Bisco.
North and South Book 2 continues tonight, followed by Action News at 11 with Jim Gardner on Channel 6 in the Delaware Valley.
Does unfaithfulness help marriage? 5:30 a.m. tomorrow.
Richard, what are you doing here?
I came here with Vicky. What are you doing?
I'm just so embarrassed. I really didn't want you to see me like this. I think I have to get used to it.
Come on, Tina, what's going on here?
I'm working as a cashier. What does it look like?
Why?
Well, I had to take the first job I could. I only have this job due this afternoon. Wanda's just trying me out to see if I can handle it.
It's true. This is an audition. Tell me something. What time did the TV cameras get here to record this act of martyrdom?
Vicky.
Oh, come on, Richard. I'm not buying this. There's a plan behind all of this.
That's not true. You know, some of us have to earn a living, so I am working, all right? Now, look, you can even ask Wanda. Dean Stella came in here and wanted to talk to me, and I refused to talk to him.
That's true, and it all seemed very accidental, at least as far as I could tell. You said you had something to give me, huh?
Yeah. My keys to land. I guess I won't be needing them anymore. I found myself another place to live, or to sleep anyway, and if you could please just arrange to have my things moved over to my new place. That way I won't have to bother you by even coming back there at all.
I'd be happy to. Why don't you write the address down for me?
There it is. I already called the landlady, and she's expecting you, so there won't be any problem with the delivery.
Fine. Thank you for being so reasonable and getting out of our home.
It was the most difficult thing I've ever had to do.
Yes, I imagine it was, Tina. Giving up has never been easy for you one way or the other. I'm leaving, Richard.
No, I'm going to stick around for a minute.
Oh, Richard, please don't.
Suit yourself. Goodbye. Wanda?
Wait. Where are you going? My cashier didn't run you off, did you?
No, I just came by for a few minutes. Well, I will talk to you soon.
We have to discuss this.
There's nothing to discuss.
Of course there is. This is ridiculous. Could I interrupt this lover's quarrel? Okay.
Yes. Yes, I'm sorry. Thank you. Richard, could you just call me in a few days or something? By then I'll be a little more settled.
Look, Tina, if you need some money to get by, I gave you a 20. It's change for a 10.
Oh, yes. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. It's just kind of this first day job jitters, you know.
It won't happen again, sir.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Barry. I'll get back to you when I get to the bottom of this. Thanks. Damn it.
Excuse me. What's wrong?
That was a friend of mine, Dr. Barry Janis. He was the doctor who tried to save Gloria's life.
Safe and clear connections is